What's going on, YouTube? Great to see everyone again this evening, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are. Business as usual here at the household. What are we doing? Well, as you can see behind me is a shower faucet. There's no handle on it. Why? Because I'm replacing it. The one that I initially got from Home Depot was the wrong one. Nobody tells you these things, you know, and I forgot that, for all I knew, this is a one-handle dealio here, right? Anthony, good to see you. And I thought that's what I had. However, there's two switches on this thing here, right? You've got the pressure switch, if you will, or pressure valve, and you also have a temperature valve on this particular unit. Well, the unit I bought from Home Depot was both pressure and temperature and did not work. So when I tried to, just put the handle on, it was a metal on this piece of plastic which tore this up, and I realized later on after the fact that it made it happen. So we're gonna go ahead and turn some lights on in here and make it happen. I already turned the water off in the house, so we won't have an issue with that. But even though the water is off, right, the lines are still pressurized, so I've got to drain it out, yeah? So I've got to drain it out. This will turn off in just a moment, letting all the water from the rest of the piping in the house come on out. And I actually, so you can hear it start to slow down. All right, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to go get the, my shoes in a bucket. I'll be right back to the camera. Still talking to you here. Should be still talking. I want to get the bucket so I can drain the water or catch the water that drains from the faucet, from the shower itself. Let me make it happen. And so, that water should have turned off by now. I don't hear it, so that's a good sign. Yep, water's all, even though it's just dripping a little bit, so we've got that going for us. This is the new faucet system. Grace, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. All right, let's go ahead and start dismantling things over here as well. Let's start taking things apart. Let's see here. I do want to, so because I destroyed this piece here, I need to switch this out as well. Yeah, water is off, right? Let's go ahead and make sure of a couple things as well. These gloves are great because it gives me very good grip on that right there. We're not going to completely remove it. This is called a bonnet nut. All right, this is a bonnet nut. Thank you very much, Grace. Appreciate it. This bonnet nut here, I'm going to remove that, and I can remove the old cartridge. I also need to remove the wall plate from this too. So let's go ahead and grab the screwdriver and do that now. That is I didn't bother taking any of this stuff apart and putting it back in the box, but this is the new old one. So let's remove this now. I'm actually going to be returning this unit back to Home Depot because it's just the wrong one. I bought the correct one on Amazon that has both a temperature valve or control as well as a pressure control on it. And the one that I did get from Home Depot it also included the valve, which I'm not replacing. All I'm replacing is the hardware, if you will. Yeah. Tony, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate that, Grace. I like to think that I do amazing jobs, right? Excellence in all that I do, everything that I do. I try to do my best at. Why? That's just how I do, right? That's how we should all do, I think. It's better for everyone that we do our best, that we give our best effort, right? All right, so that'll go there. Oopsie. That was That's the new shower curtain rod, which we've decided to, use for now. I need to fix a new one. Yeah. You know what? And the key, so check it out. Before you buy new hardware, make sure that you get the same exact brand, because had I bought the Moen one, for example, I would need to replace all of this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I would need to replace the stuff that's on the inside here. See all this here? I would need, if I got a different shower, it's called a rough-in, I would need to replace all this. And this stuff here is not easy to replace. You actually have to do some cutting and soldering and this and that, and I'm not interested in doing anything like that. So this is gonna come off right here. This cartridge, the bonnet nut as well. And so I've already loosened that. There we go, right there. All right, and this should just pop off. Let's get the, yeah, you should attempt to stick with the same name brand if you can. Unless you have a professional do it and don't mind cutting all this stuff out here. Even with this one, even though it's Delta, and they don't tell you this either, the new unit that I bought, right, I would need to replace all of this, right? But the funny thing is, this unit here itself does not fit in there. It's too long, it's too big, it doesn't fit. I'll show you side by side. This cartridge. So I'll pull that out, and then it's gonna we might get a little wet. Yep, see? Let me show you. So this is the old one, right here, Delta, right? It's got a metal plate. And then the newer one is right here. You can see it's longer. This one here does not fit in this piece, in that valve. This is the new valve. All right, so I'm returning all this. I don't need to do all this. All I wanted to do was, change the fixture. So I'd say take all this stuff apart first, and then go to the store and say, hey, I need a new dealio that accommodates this. Yeah. Now I actually did buy a new one of those as well, because I actually destroyed that old one. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So right here, when I put the new handle on it, if you can see closely, see it's kind of mangled? Yeah, because it's plastic. Well, I had a metal screw, set screw, touching it. So when you turn the handle, instead of it turning, it actually just shredded it. And it was the wrong type of unit. So I bought a new cartridge to replace that. And that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So first thing we're gonna do is replace with a new unit, which is in this box here. Well, it came with a bunch of extra spare parts and stuff that I'm like, do I need all this stuff? I hope I don't. I hope that I can just take this thing out of the plastic bag and drop it in place, Yeah, and there's a big difference between fixing and replacing. Just be mindful of that when you buy your parts. So this is the new one, the new replacement. It looks nearly the same as this one here. All right, this is the old one, this is the brand new one with a black cap on it. You can see it's got a black gear housing on it also. And so, yes, that's what we're gonna do. I guess we could pop that off there. I'm gonna leave that on there for now. It's a cover. It did come with a bunch of other stuff also, but let's go back inside the wall. Something just fell out. Oh man, this thing just fell out of something. This thing right here. I'm not sure where it fell out from, but if you look here, you got a square notch. See that square notch? that will actually go onto this square notch here. See that square notch? This will fit into it like so. But something came out of there, so I need to deal with that first and find out what's going on, what had fallen out and what that's for. So this is not going to be as quick and easy as I thought it was going to be, because I got some, now I have to actually do some reading to find out what's what. Because like I said, this thing just popped out. I could see where it popped out from also. Let's go inside. Show you. I wish I could turn the light on. I don't have a light. Okay, cool. You could kind of see inside there. So this goes in here. Okay, let's continue on. I do want to look inside this to see what other parts it came with. All right, it came with the new pieces. And do I want to use the new pieces? I kind of do. I kind of want to use the new pieces also inside there. Why? Because they're available to me. But I'm not going to right now. If I have an issue with leak, then I will. All right, we'll deal with that later on. Okay, here. We'll go ahead and put the notch in like so. It doesn't want to seem to fit proper though. And then we'll take this. Actually, I bought a new one of these also, so we'll put this back in here. We'll get the new bonnet nut. We'll use the gloves so I can get a good tight seal. That's nice and tight, so I'm actually going to loosen it up and take it off again. Why? I want to see if it was able to push it in more flush with the wall, yeah? Or with the unit. Okay, so it looks pretty good. This will hold it into place. Hand tight. Okay, cool. So that's there in place. What's next? Well, let's get the new unit. It's nice. I've got these shelves here, so I can put this stuff up here in a way, off to the side. This is the one that I'm returning, so we'll put this back. You'll also notice that on this new unit here, look here, it's got a triangle notch. All right, I do not have a triangle notch on the old unit. I have a square notch. See? Big difference. All right, what's next? This stuff here. New stuff. The old unit. That's trash. instructions. All right, before we put anything else on, the new wall plate needs to go on first. That's the old one. Nice. All right. New shower handle. Let's leave this off to the side for now. The screws, it came with a nice bag of screws. I don't like to just tear the bags open. I like to give it a clean line, you know. Give it 2 turns. I only give it 2 turns initially just to get it started, because I gotta find the hole and I don't want to miss it. You know. Good to see you, Jim. Thanks for dropping in. Hold on a second, Jim. You said a lot there and such. Where'd that driver go? I'll see what you said here in a second. All right, been in here a few minutes watching you. Didn't want to bother you. I redid my bathroom 4 years ago, and it's just a good feeling when you get it all done. I'm sure you know what I mean. I do. I mean, recaulking all this here was most definitely a very good feeling. Most definitely a very good feeling. You know, so yeah, I get it, Jim. Thank you for being here. All right, let's drive this all the way in. New wall plate. In big picture, I just want an operational shower. The question is, do I screw it in all the way to the wall now, or do I put the caulking down first and then screw it all the way down? You know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna screw it down all the way. I'm gonna give it a pencil line, and then I'm gonna put a bead of caulk on that, and then close it up, as opposed to just one side. So it basically seals it on both sides, if that makes sense. That's the theory. Whether or not it works is another question, right? All right, you wrote another paragraph, Jim, so give me a second. I'll take a look at it. What is going on here? That's odd. It doesn't go in all the way unless the screw is just that long. You know? That'll do. All right, what are you saying, Jim? Let's see. Please don't think I'm trying to bother you while you're working. Just wondering, do you need to put any kind of caulking behind the base plate that you're attaching right now just to keep... Oh, yeah, I do. No, if you put something in the chat, I'm going to read it. You know what I mean? I'm going to read it. So that's your prerogative to put it down. Whether or not I read it is another question, but I will most likely read it. Why? Because that's what it's all about, interaction. But yes, I am going to caulk this, but I'll do that after, once I get everything in place, because I don't want to deal with caulking right now. All right, what's next on the agenda here? Oh my gosh, it actually came with a new cartridge filter. I did not. I should have looked at all the pieces first. We're going to use the cartridge filter that it came with. Why? There's a confidence that I have with using the proper parts, and that also allows me to return this piece here, because this was like a $20 piece of equipment that I should have looked at all the parts inside the box first. Put that there. Put this over here to dry. I got the old spring rubber. We're gonna put that back inside. And then we're gonna get the new cartridge filter. Oh man, it's not the right cartridge filter. I'm hoping that, all right, back on. This is the wrong, this is not the right one. Because I can tell already, because these triangle notches right there, it's on this side and on this side. So yeah, that's what I got there. Drop that back in, and this will be put back into place again. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Bonnet nut. We'll just tighten it down. Yeah, we got some water dripping. I'm glad I'm wearing my Crocs right now also. Keep my feet somewhat dry. What the funny thing is, man, is I don't remember the order. So I'm thinking about taking the other one apart so I could try to remember the order. You know what I mean? In other words, let's pop this off. This comes off first. See, it's a different type. It doesn't have that type. It's a different kind, but the order, so that, and then this. Pop this off here, gray piece, and then when I'm putting it up top, I'm putting it in order also. That way, I could. It's an attempt to remember the order that I took it out in. Oops. Alicia Ali, good to see you. Mega love shout out to you as well. Appreciate you being here. This is out, and then the handle comes off. Get a flathead. Now, due to, simply corrosion over time and calcium build, it does make it a little bit tricky. So just moving one side at a time, a little bit. Pop straight off. Okay, cool. So that's where we're at right now. So in other words, the next thing that needs to go onto the new one is the new handle. Good. So the new handle goes on. Where are you, handle? It's like, it's a good thing I've got a second one here. New handle. I guess we could pop this one off now. So check it out, metal on plastic, right? Got to be mindful when you place it that you don't destroy the plastic. There you go. There. Or do I have it the wrong way? I like it like that. Next piece is the black piece. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put the, what do you call it on? The rubber. This piece here. I don't remember because I saw it in the bag. So that goes there. It sits up there. And the next thing I actually need to put on before the handle is this here. It's a housing. Like so. Now the handle goes on. Goes there. And then this black piece here. The question is, how does it go on? Because I can't read this. Hot, cold. HC. So my thoughts are, it goes like this. And then I have the option of, if I want to change the temperature, to moving it around. So we're going to put it, give it a little bit more hot water supply. Of which it's already limited at, at the hot water here, you know. So Jim says, hi Gladiator. Jim says, Alicia, same to you. Thank you. Gladiator says, said hi. Why don't you just say hi instead of saying you said hi? Just say hi. Hi. You don't have to say said hi. All right, so this goes in like so. Like that, and then this is the temperature valve or knob, which will go onto this here. Basically, I need a screw for it though. Not there, not there. Interesting. Am I missing a screw? There it is. I am not missing a screw. Okay, Grace, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Now we put the screw inside so, like so. Oh, wrong driver. Need the screwdriver here. So a lot of people don't tell you this, but when you turn the water supply off, right? It's like turning off the electricity when you're working on electric things in your house. Turn the water supply off also. Cold. This is odd. I don't know that I like that limiter there like that. I feel like I put it on backwards. I think it should be the other way, you know? Because it's plastic, I'm not forcing anything. I gotta take it all off. I gotta see what I'm looking at, you know what I mean? All right, Grace, I will save this for live. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate you saving it. Hopefully you get value out of it another time when you do your bathroom also. I'm gonna set this in the middle, like so. And then this goes here, like so also. This is weird. There, that's better to me. Good. That's better. Much better. All right, cool. I'm like, the range of motion, the range that I was moving that lever. Dusty's in the house. Good to see you. Jason, sir, do it yourself, baby, after dark. Yes, sir. Good. That's on. This goes on top, like so. Like, see how it's connected in the back there? Yeah. What's going on, Dusty? Good to see you, my friend. I appreciate you dropping on in, hanging out. This basically just clips on in. Of course, I don't want to force anything. Hot? cold. There we go. Done. Let's get the top. You know what? We'll get to the top here. We got another faucet to do over here. We'll do the tops here in just a moment. All right, so that's good. That looks good. Here, I'll show you. Here, I'll show you this way. Check it out. This is the Delta Sahara. Link is in the description. I think it's in the description. Or maybe I didn't get a chance to post it in the description. Forgot to. But this is the Sahara. I've got 2 of these to do. I have 2 of these to do. Oh, Legendary Princess is here also. Sorry. Hello, good to see you. For sure, I didn't see the pop-up at the live. No worries, man. No worries. Dusty, you're here now. You know, you're here now. So that's good. Everybody's got stuff going on at the same time as well. So I don't even sweat it, my friend. I don't even sweat it. Just turning things around over here. All right, let's do the other one. I've already removed the handle. All right. The next thing to do is let's remove the wall plate. Boom, wall plate's removed. This is the old one. I'll just put this over here off to the side. This should pop right off. Like so. Here's the old O-ring. We got to remove the bonnet now. I'm going to attempt to remove it by hand. If not, then I might have to cut it off because I want to change out the filter cartridge as well. So lefty loosey, right? Oh, that one removed off easy. I actually had to cut this off, this brass bonnet nut on the other side. Yeah, I took I didn't use a grinding tool actually. I used a small Dremel with a metal blade, and I cut it off here. Pretty cool, huh? Let's see, let me adjust the chat filter here. All messages. But that's the old bonnet nut. We will not use the old bonnet nut, we'll use the new stuff. All right, and now we remove this here like so. Just pop it straight out. Pop it straight out. Pop it straight out. I'm not replacing the entire valve. Can't get purchase. It's too slick. There it goes. Even with these rubber gloves on, let's use a flathead to just give a little bit of prying action here. Boom. And what I did, ooh, look at that. All I did was insert it like this and give it a little twist to do the thing. Yeah? The old one. All right, now that we've got all the old stuff out, let's open up the new box. Direct from Amazon. They don't tell you this, you know, or people, I didn't know this. This stuff's not so universal. I mean, downstairs on the sink faucets, that's easy to do. But if you look inside here, if I were to change out, I'll show you guys inside. If you were to look inside here, right, and you wanted to change it to a different brand or even a newer model, all of this is like professional plumbing work that needs to be done here. This valve would need to be replaced. The whole thing. And that's cutting here, cutting this, right? And then reattaching a new one and soldering and welding or plastic welding or whatever. That's not my forte. I'm not interested in doing any of that stuff. So I'm not going to. And didn't do it. All I'm doing is a replacement. You know, so, but yeah. All right, let's open up this new box. Here it is. Oh, what do you think about that? I'm actually going to record this on my iPad. So let's see here. Close. So we're going to do like this here, video, switch it around. I think it's kind of cool to attempt to be live. Record. So we have here the Delta Sahara shower faucet, and we are replacing it, putting it in the wall here. Here are the steps to install this. First thing we do is get the wall plate and put that on the wall. Why? Because why not? Boom. Step one, complete. Step two, screw it to the wall. So find the long screws. Comes in the handy dandy bag, right? One bolt. Two bolts right there. And what I like to do is I'm just gonna go top, get 2 turns on the thread first. These screws are pretty long. 2 or 3 turns on the thread, and then the bottom screw as well. We'll get the driver. Where'd you go, screwdriver? There it is, the Phillips. The water is off in the house. If the water were on, I'd have water flowing out of this valve already right now. I feel like I need to cut these screws down too, because it's contacting the back wall there. Oh, not on this one. On the other side it was. And I am actually, so I'm screwing it all down all the way. I will run a bead of caulk and then place it, but in order for me to do that, I might actually just do a pencil line and then draw it around. And then caulk it. Next, install the cartridge. Step 2, cartridge. Okay, that's over here. That's not there. Here you are. Oh, you know what? So, once again, this is an older valve, right? What came with this unit is the newer cartridge, right? The difference between these cartridges is this. Where'd it go? It's over here. Check it out. Delta brand, right? Delta brand, but this is the new cartridge that it came with. If you look closely here, there's a triangle notch on both sides. All right, if you look closely here, there is a triangle notch on both sides, which work great in newer valves. This old valve has only one, it has only one rectangular notch, which is right here. I'll show that to you. Do a little close up. Take a look. We're gonna use the iPad first. There's not one on the other side, only on this side. All right, chat, I'll show you also. It's a triangle notch, right? Or or that's a rectangular notch. Agree? And there's only one, there's not one on the other side. It's just right there. Cool? All right, so I did buy a replacement cartridge. That's exactly, that has that rectangular notch, that square notch instead, square tab for the notch. So we're gonna do that now. Install that. There you go. It came with additional extra parts here, which we're not going to use or need at this time. Nice sharp blade, cuts the plastic open pretty well. Put that over here. I'm leaving the cover on, and this notch basically sets in like so. It's a little tight. There we go, but it fits. Take a look. Close up. That's how that fits, yeah? And this pops off. I'm gonna record that as well. Triangle notch, a rectangular notch. All right, so what's next? Next thing we're gonna do is rubber O-ring. Install the rubber O-ring, like so. And then we're gonna get a new bonnet, which is, it actually came with a bonnet, I think. Bonnet nut. All right, let's see here. Where's the bonnet nut? I'm confident that it came with a new bonnet nut. If it did not, then it's a good thing that I bought a new one. Or a replacement one. Yeah, it didn't. I guess YouTube assumes, at least Delta assumed, that you're utilizing the old bonnet nut also, you know, so. But I bought a new one, all right? Instead of using the old one. I'm gonna hand tighten only. Some people have better grip strength than others to grip it down. It is slippery, so I'll use a rubber glove or a glove with rubber to tighten it down. Basically, this keeps it from popping out. Take that O-ring, roll it forward so it contacts that bonnet nut. We got this piece here. I don't know what this is called, but it's rubber housing. This basically keeps it from wobbling around, I guess. You press that into place like so, all the way in. Good to go there. All right, the next thing to do is the handle. Handle's next. Pop this off, protector, and then that goes there. I don't like that. I want to switch it around this way. We're righty. So hot, cold. Yeah? Next is this black piece, which is your temperature regulator gear. Which will be followed closely by the temperature regulator plate. So if you look closely here, all right, what I'll do is I'll set it up so that the notch on the handle, I'll reinstall that. Here, see this notch right there, all right? This space goes someplace there like so, and it gives you have play. Once it'll sit in place, but you can set it up so that you can go all the way to the right to make it as hot as possible, or pull it out and then make it as cold as possible, less cold water supply. So if you look here, do that again, this notch, this space, this notch, this space, it's kind of like the indicator. You'll see a H here or a C and an H over here. And you can rotate this around based on what your preferences are and needs are for it. So I'm going to set it to be a little hotter to give us the ability to have more hot water supply inside there. Put this back on. Can't see. Like so. Had it backwards. Like it's not setting. And then this and this. This is the it goes in towards the wall. That's where I want it to be. Get the screw, get the screwdriver, Phillips. Just like so. Why does it keep doing that? Close. All right, what's next? Let's see. The plate, which is right here, the decorative plate. This basically just pops into place. Boom. So hot, cold, Now, let's go ahead and do the shower heads. That's the easy part. But we're gonna get on the ladder because I'm a short dude, you know? And luckily, I have a ladder. We'll do this side first. My ladder is over here. My ladder is not over here. Where are you? Oh, it's over here. Getting the Teflon tape out now. We're gonna do this one first, actually, like I said. I hope I don't need a wrench to unscrew it. We're gonna try and see first. Yeah, I don't need a wrench, good. There's some Teflon tape on there already, but we'll just go directly. We're going to take off the old. When I wind it, I will wind it clockwise around the threads. Why? Because that's how I'll be screwing it down, righty-tighty. Giving it good tension and wrapping it for the first wrap. Some people say, yeah, I'll give it 5 wraps. Some people say give it 4. You know, if you put way too much, it might be hard to, how many was that? Is that 3? It might be hard to get it on. It's very thin tape, but it'll help give it a good seal. Now, some people will just break it. I like to cut it so it's clean. We're going to need that for the other side also. Let's get the new shower head. I mean, it's not too fancy of a shower head. It's a normal shower head, right? Normal as far as I'm concerned. I mean, oh wait, I want to pop this old one off, this old piece off here first, actually, and put the new one on. Why? Because it looks new. Do I need to caulk that? I'm not going to bother caulking it. Why? Because water's over here. It's not going back up there. If it does, it's on a rare occasion, and I'm not too worried about water penetrating in that hole back there. Should I be? I'm not going to worry about it. Now, I could take a wrench, tighten it down. another turn, but I think that'll be adequate. All right, cool. Other side. This here is this came with the other shower, but I'm not using it, so getting rid of this one also. We'll just put you down over here, give it some time to dry off. New one once again. Teflon tape is on there. I'm just gonna stack on top of it because it's still pretty new. Still pretty good. I'm comfortable leaving it the way it is. I will give it, that's 1 wrap, 2 wraps, 3 wraps, 4, and 5. And then I'll cut it. What do you think, Zach? You in the chat? There we go, we are done. I do want to screw this in a little bit deeper. And I think I may actually throw some caulk in them screws too. All right, chat, we're done. And that's how you install a new Delta shower faucet. I do need to run that caulk around here also. So maybe I'll go ahead and do that now. You know, some clear caulk. Unscrew it, run that bit of caulk, or I could just do it around there like so. So check it out. When you turn the water back on, make sure that you turn it on all the faucets so you don't have any air in the lines. You have to do it in every single faucet you have because there could be an air pocket. If there's air, it could fluctuate inside and cause your water meter to fluctuate as well. So we're gonna do that and then we'll go from there. But I think that's it for right now. What are your guys' questions? The chat seems dead. Last thing I saw was from Dusty. I haven't seen it move at all. Are you guys still chatting? I can't tell. Thank you very much, Dusty. Appreciate it, Jim. Learning chords is here. Cool. All right. Guys, I apologize. The chat was frozen. Jason, I'm going to have to take off, buddy, Undaughter Grandboys. Okay, Jim, thank you very much for being here. Dusty's still here. Take out the restriction thing inside the shower head. More pressure. Dang, Dusty, I didn't see that. 2-person shower. Yeah, right. Mansion. It is a 2-person shower, not a mansion. Jim and Tim left. All right, Dusty. Man, Dusty, I didn't realize that. I thought the chat was frozen. I can't see anything. I have to like refresh the dang chat for it to see the stuff. Apologies, guys. Let's see. Calm down. To be respectful of Jason, I'm leaving. That's fancy. Wait, what? I come to people's chat to support them, and I do live gaming, and that's it. What's nope, never see me on cam again. I've only seen one video of you working. I don't believe you have a girlfriend. Record you from outside the work zone. Oh, you guys you're talking to Tim. It's a holiday. Oh no, 4th of Kangaroo Day. All right, let's see here. Destiny never comes to my lives. What did I miss here? Stupid things are expensive. I was looking at those. Can't believe how expensive they can get. Yeah, for real. Let's see, for real. You're easy. Plastic piping. Yeah, no kidding. I did in Power Valve. Dusty, dude, you're well done. Well done. If I had to do the valve, I would just hire a plumber to do it for me. All right. Yeah, the last thing I saw was Jason Sir Do-It-Yourself Baby After Dark. No worries, Dusty. It happens, right? It happens. Whew. But, all right, so what's the next step? Well, next step is just to clean up all the stuff out, you know, and I do want to turn it on to see. Do I want to put the caulking down now? Yeah, I really should. And then wipe it, and then, yeah, go from there, right? Do I want to put the caulking down? Be it a clear caulk. Easy, boom, and call it a day, done, right? I'm gonna do it. It's the right thing to do. Do it. Even though I want to be done with it, it's the old idea of do it right the first time. Right? Do it right the first time. And I'm popping this off just a little bit so that I can run the bead of caulk underneath and get inside also. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I've got some clear caulk from the kitchen job, right? Then, yes you do. Yes you do. Then the project is totally done. Exactly. I don't have to think about it anymore, right? So we're going to the other one. Right over here, we're gonna pop this off just a little bit. And the idea is I could just run the caulk, but I want the caulk to go inside the plate as well. Why? I think it's better penetration, you know? If I can remove the wall plate, get the caulk in it, basically the caulk would penetrate better if I pull the wall plate away. Does that make any sense? You see what I'm saying? Because if I just put the caulk on the outside, it would just spin the outside. I want the caulk to go in. You know? So yeah. Let's see. I do have clear caulk here. Let's see. I should have clear caulk. 1 second, guys. Let me just look at and see. That's the ceramic tile caulk. It's not what I need. There you are. All right. And you know me, Dusty. I hate messing with caulk. I think that's part of my, what do you call it? Desire to not want to mess with the caulk, because I just don't want to mess with it. I don't like messing with caulk. It's the worst. Messy, you know. All right, let's see if this is if it's still wet. Do I have good caulk? Oh, I see caulk coming out. It's good caulk. Good caulk. All right, let's do this. We're gonna use this paper here. Put that down there. I'm gonna use both hands. I'm gonna glove up both hands. Why? Well, again, you've seen me work with caulk before. All right, and I'm not good with working with caulk. I get caulk everywhere. You know, the good thing about this caulk is it's clear. It goes on. It's white caulk that dries clear. All right, so we're gonna go to this one here. There we go. Wait, this is clear. This is clear. Because like I said, it goes on white. And we're just gonna go all the way around. You know what I should have done? Shoot. I wanted to draw my line. Let me get a pencil. I'll be right back. I'm getting the pencil so that I know where the caulk needs to go. All right, I'm in my office getting a pencil so I can draw my caulk line. Okay. Whew, all right, back in the garage, back in the bathroom. So watch. Put that back up against the wall, just a light line of where the caulk needs to be. Do that on the other side too. Fire away. Michael's here. Good to see you, Michael. Wrapping up, almost done. So this is where the caulk needs to go. Right next to that line. I'm inside the wall plate, and I'm doing it like this to ensure that I get caulk underneath the wall plate. Because if I don't do this, I think that I might miss the spot, you know, and I want the caulk to penetrate inside the wall plate. So that's the train of thought, that's the idea. All right, let's caulk this sucker. Let's get some caulk in there. Other side. Whew, plenty. Yeah, I feel like I put too much caulk. My wife, if my wife were in here, she'd say, "You can never have too much caulk." Because she said that to me before. See, making a mess, guys. I'm just not good with working with caulk. All right. We'll put that over there. And then we'll press this up against the wall. Screw it down. You got the caulk. Where's my screwdriver go? There it goes. There it is. That bathroom turned out nice, Jason. Thank you very much, Andrew. Appreciate you dropping in. Michael, she's right. You can never have too much caulk. Exactly. You're good with caulk. I am horrible with caulk. I ain't good with it at all. Look at that. Look at. I always make a mess. Always make a mess. So let's press that down. Oh, you know what I want to do too? I actually want to put some caulk in the screw. Just the head. Right there. Oh, see? Too much. Man. Just because this side it's coming out. Oh. All right, that's good enough there. That. All right, let's screw it down. I didn't need that much caulk on there. I got another mess I gotta clean up now. I saw somebody spraying water when they put caulk and then they wipe it. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Why don't I do that? See, look at the mess I'm making. Get the other side. Oh, nothing like watching a guy messing around the shower with his caulk. Yeah, right? No kidding. This side I don't feel like I need to put any on. Should I? I feel like I need to. I'm just gonna put a little bit of caulk on the head. And then screw it. Just a little bit. There, that's a good one. All right. Smooth it out now, right? Spit on my finger a little bit and just rub it around. See, tons of caulk. I used too much. I used too much caulk. Too much caulk again. But it's cool, it dries clear anyway, so even if I make a mess and miss a spot, forget about that. All right. Go to the other side. Where'd my paper towels go? There they are. These shop towels, they tear apart Let's see here. Too much caulk. Hashtag too much caulk. Why does that revert to 5-year-olds when it comes to caulk? Why are you guys being funny? That's funny. Because it's funny. And I'm not even trying to be, you know. These paper towels, they're very fibrous. They're good, I guess, right? But they're not as durable as I thought they were going to be. And they tear easy. Look at all that caulk. It's good though that it's white caulk because you can see before you know what needs to get wiped and what needs to get cleaned up. If the caulk were clear, you couldn't see it. But if it's white caulk like this is, you can see what needs to get wiped down. Look at this mess. See? Because I'm getting careless. Here. New paper towel. All right. So now I gotta wait for it to dry before I test it though. We'll turn the water supply back on to everywhere, but we're not going to test the shower just yet because I don't want to get my caulk wet. I want it to be dry when I first turn the shower on. It's good. It's good. All right, we're done. So we let it dry. Dry overnight. Yes, sir. We'll do, Andrew. We'll do. Because you know what it's time to do. Well, clean up first. Remember the cleanup song? Sing that song to us, our son when it's cleanup time. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna clean things up over here and go from there. You guys can watch me clean up. I'm happy to continue to chat. If you guys want to roll out and be like, all right, boring, we don't need to see any more of this old dude doing things, that's fine. I get it. Better shows to watch than me cleaning up, right? You know what we could do though, once we get everything cleaned up and off to the side, we can set up the new shower curtain rod, which is actually next on the things to do. Cap your caulk so you could use it again later. Don't forget, cap your caulk. All right, let's see here. Your wife will have to use the one of the four. Yeah, no, she's currently using the other bathroom to, you know, for her dealio. Because this has been out of commission for how long? All right. It's all trash. Just put this stuff here for now. So that'll be the last to get turned on though. Once I turn the water supply on, we'll turn all the faucets on, make sure there's no air in the pipes, and go from there. Yeah. This is the old one, old new one. So this is getting returned. See, I box it up nice. And yeah. How long does it take for the shock to kill algae in a pool, Jason? Oh, the key, I believe, when you shock your pool, right, is to also brush the walls. You can't just throw the shock in and then hope the algae will get killed, because you're still going to have some algae and some growth if you don't scrub the walls with it, right? Because it's sticking on the walls. So once you put your shock in, you got to scrub those walls and make sure all the algae is off the walls. It'll grow back eventually again once you get rainwater and more phosphates put in the water. But Dusty's absolutely right. It depends on how bad it is. Might need 2 shock treatments, right? Or more even. Might need more shock treatments. Why? Because that's the way it is. Having had a pool, it's like, man, I just put the shock in. Like if there's a lot of rainwater, or you're cutting your grass and you get the leaves in there. Shock, brush, vacuum. Shock, brush, and vacuum. Exactly, Dusty. Vacuum it out as much as you can. Okay, up top. This is the old equipment. Put that in the old equipment box. Up here. It's good. It's good. All right. My wife will be like, "Can I use the shower yet?" Let's see. How long does it say before we can? Let's see. Kitchen, bath, plumbing. All right. Where's the directions? All right. Let's see. Skin time 5 minutes. Tack-free time 10 minutes. Full cure time 24 hours. So basically, Saturday night will be 24 hours. I'd say Sunday morning she could use the shower, and will be the time for me to test it out and make sure it works. Check it out. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. I should probably not do it to ensure she doesn't use the shower tomorrow, because she may see the thing, be like, "Oh, you're done." Nah, my wife's cool. She knows. She'll be like, "Can I use?" She'll ask first, and I'll let her know, "Hey, it will be ready Sunday." So this was purchased at Home Depot. It's curved curtain rod, right? About 72 inches all the way, 70 inches all the way across, 72 inches high. And we wanted this because we just wanted to try and see if we liked this style of a water barrier for the bathroom. I might install it and she may be like, "Yeah, I don't like it." So then, a new door. There used to be a glass sliding door here. It's like $600 for the cheapest one. Don't want to spend $600 on it. If I got to, I got to, right? If I must. All right, so we need a tape measure, we need a level, we need a pencil, we need a hammer, we need a drill. All right, product is marked for tension installation. List of parts before assembling. All right, cool. Bamer, good to see you. Did you ever get the third monitor setup figured out? Bamer, thank you for asking. I just received the part today. However, the priority was to get this bathroom done first. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll live stream that tomorrow. Plus, my wife's working in her office tonight and was not able to. So I was not able to get in there. I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and put the mic down over here. Woo. Okay, wife said finish the bathroom. Yeah, right, exactly. She did, you know. Welcome back. It's always a different project every day, sir. New, do it yourself. Exactly. Yeah, tomorrow we'll go back into her office and work on her monitors. And I gotta cut the grass first thing in the morning though, because the bug guy is coming at 9. All right, so let's see what these directions say to do. All right, for permanent mount installation, we're just going to do tension for now. And then go from there. Tension installation. Locate the end cap and mounting bracket labeled A and click them together. Left side, right side. Okay. I got some cutting to do here. Alright, it goes all the way through, so just be mindful of that too. One side. Other side. Okay, so this side says B. You can see that B right there. And this side says A. Right there. Yeah. Let's see. No outdoor projects. Yeah, right. It's so hot outside. So I'm cutting the grass, and then I got to do a new mailbox. So that's on the list of things to do as well, Dusty. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So A, which is what I was holding just then. And this, it looks like, I guess this goes left side A, right side B. Goes into the fitting. There's a box of pieces. Product is marked for tension installation for print installation. See instruction manual. Okay, it's marked for it. If I decide I want to do permanent, if my wife likes it, then we'll do that. Wow, these are pretty robust things here. Alright, this is A. It says A on the inside there, right? Did someone hit the mailbox, Jason? No, the mailbox is just old. You know, like it's super old. So, alright, so that side goes up. This looks like it's top, a push tube into support against the floor. Okay. Up. I didn't hear it click though. There, that clicked. Boom. And then it wants me to do that on the B side also. Put you over here. B. Arrow points up. Push tube into support against the floor. All right, let's do that. Make sure. Okay. Click. And then turn rod egg upside down to locate the screw position areas using included Allen wrench. Using the included Allen wrench, loosen the attached set screws to allow rods to expand smoothly. Do not remove the set screw. Set screws facing down. So this is a two-person job. So we'll have to get her to assist when it's time to do, when I need the assisting. So basically this goes inside here like so. Oh, it's in a Ziploc baggie. Set screw just fell out. Okay, I see how it is. Alright, that's easy enough. I'm gonna have to have her provide support and another set of hands to do it. Woo! I was like, what is that sound? The set screw pulled it out too much. Alright, so we're at, did someone hit the mailbox? Jason, no one hit the mailbox. Andrew, thank you for asking. Let's take a look at the chat here. Alright guys, you know what? We're at a standstill right now because I do need my wife and she doesn't like to be on camera. And she's doing stuff, so we're probably not going to get to that. But what we did today was we installed 2 shower faucets, replaced the old hardware, new shower heads, and I just applied the caulk, 24 hours cure time, and we'll let that set and we'll go from there. I appreciate everybody being here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off now. I want to get some cookies and milk, and then I'll see you on Fortnite. Please join me on Fortnite. It'll be fun to hang out with you guys again. But see you soon, cool? Alright guys, thank you again for being here. I really do appreciate all of you. See ya.